Otherwise Bill shall be performing a monologue from Kill A Mockingbird.
Gentlemen, this case is not a difficult one. It requires no minute sifting of complicated facts. It is as simple as black and white. The state has not produced one iota of evidence that the crime Tom Robinson is accused of ever took place. It relies instead upon the testimonies of two witnesses. Witnesses whose testimonies have not only been called into serious questioning upon cross-examination, but have been flatly contradicted by the defendant. Now, I have nothing but pity in my heart for the chief witness's state, but my pity does not extend to her putting a man's life at stake, and that is what she has done. She has done it in an effort to hide her guilt. Now, I say guilt because guilt is what motivates her. She committed no crime, but she broke a rigid code of our society, a code so severe that whoever breaks it is hounded from our midst as unfit to live with. She is the victim of cruel poverty and ignorance, but she knew full well the enormity of her offense, and she persisted in it. She persisted in it, and her subsequent reaction is something that every child has done. She tried to put the evidence of her offense away, out of sight. And what was the evidence that needed to be destroyed? Tom Robinson, a human being. Tom Robinson, a daily reminder of what she did. And what did she do? She tempted a Negro. She did something that in our society is unspeakable. She's white, and she tempted a Negro. Her father saw what she did, and what did he do? There is circumstantial evidence to the effect that Mayella Ewell was beaten savagely by someone who led almost exclusively with his left hand. Mr. Ewell then swore out a warrant, no doubt signing it with his left hand, and now Tom Robinson sits before you, having taken the oath with the only good hand he possesses, his right hand. And so a quiet, respectable Negro man who had the unmitigated temerity to feel sorry for a white woman on trial for his life. He has had to put his word against two white accusers, and I need not remind you of their conduct here in the court, their cynical confidence that you'll go along with them on the assumption, the evil assumption that all Negroes lie, that all Negro men are basically immoral. An assumption one associates with minds of their caliber, but you know the truth. And the truth is, some Negroes lie. Some Negro men are not to be trusted by women, black or white. And the same for some white men. This is the truth that applies to the human race and no particular race. In this year of our grace, 1935, we are beginning to hear more and more references to Thomas Jefferson's phrase that all men are created equal. But we know that not all men are created equal, in the sense that some men are smarter than others. Some men have more opportunity because they're born with it. Some women make better cakes. Some people are born beyond the normal scope. But there is one way in which all men are created equal. One human institution that makes the pauper the equal of the Rockefeller, the stupid man the equal of the Einstein. That institution, ladies and gentlemen, is the court of law. In our courts, all men are created equal. I am no idealist to believe so firmly in the integrity of our court system. That is no ideal to me. That is a living, working reality. But a court is only as sound as a story, and a jury is only as sound as the men who make it up. I am confident that you will review without passion the evidence before you, make a decision, and restore this defendant to his family in the name of God.